Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to what is, in effect, a winter wonderland. The snow-decorated perimeter of the pitch is perfect evidence of this, and indeed evidence of the efforts that the ground staff have made to get all of the white stuff off the playing surface. The forecasters do say that we will have snow throughout the game, but we have been told absolutely categorically that things aren't expected to get any worse. The atmosphere is terrific, the turnout, considering the weather, is excellent, and you do get the sense that a special event is ahead of us. The San Siro, for so long Milan's fortress, decorated top to bottom in the colours of the famous rossoneri. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Out again for a throw-in. Fekir delivers. And through to the goalkeeper. France are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
They're a counter-attacking outfit, Peter, who can be a tad boring by sitting back for spells, but they do excite when they spring the break.
Çalhanoğlu
has a hit! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Aimed low and direct. Now it's Çalhanoğlu! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Coached through there. And he's made certain that won't get through. Conti plays it forward quickly. Tries to get it forward quickly. Goes direct to the front line. And it's been taken straight back. Pogba going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's broken loose. Conti goes looking. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Lloris gets it upfield. Oh, good interception. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And it's got through. Suso delivers across.
Gets up to head it! Heads it!
Mendy plays it forward. Griezmann. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. No, that's not the ball he wanted. He's left his man. Shot at goal! Lloris gives chase.
Can he finish?
Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And Titi. A real chance to break. Is it in? Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Forward it goes. Now it's Fekir. Giroud.
Big chance! He's got away with one there.
Mendy has been full of enthusiasm and desire, and his work rate has been very strong, and he's clever in being able to read the game almost a step ahead of everyone else. That's great play.
He's dealt with that well. And he's surging through. Bakayoko. And there's a long ball. Suso gets through on his own. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Sidibe plays it forward. Rodriguez positions himself well and cuts it out. Well positioned to make that interception. Giroud.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's got away. Has a pop. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Milan glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but you have to say things could have been very different. Reflections on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Milan come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break.
Going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Milan have it back and they can go again. Out to the left it goes. Çalhanoğlu! Always going over the top.
Çalhanoğlu certainly displayed his fine technique, but the keeper was never really in trouble.
Fine defending there. And help's available out wide. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Umtiti. Sidibe. Romagnoli does well to read it and intercepts. Here it comes. Çalhanoğlu.
In he flies!
Mendy tries to get it forward quickly. Griezmann. Played out to the right. Going through. Bakayoko pushes it
Up for a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Bakayoko. Bakayoko looking to shoots.
Oh, great save, real class.
Bakayoko really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Towering header. And oh!
And out to safety. Now it's Çalhanoğlu.
And the shot! He's scored!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Romagnoli cuts it out. Mbappe tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Conti.
Does well there, alert.
Kessié. Aimed long and direct.
Well played, he saw that coming.
Bakayoko over to the left.
Plays it out to the wing. Great ball. Can he put it away? They are rampant. And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Milan take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Mendy goes looking.
Goes for goal! Back of the net! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Rodriguez passes it forward.
He spotted the run and played him through. He's left his man. And he's there to cut it out.
Milan are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Milan, their final change. So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. The pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Can he score? Really well taken goal.
Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopia. And time is up. Milan
Enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan really have a team of the right chemistry, Peter, and it paid off handsomely here. You won't find any test tubes in this bunch.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it... And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Mkhitaryan. Hector Bellerin. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Hector Bellerin showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lacazette clips one through, and it's hoisted clear. Çalhanoğlu gets it away. Cut out in the nick of time. Arsenal will play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
Well, quick two-touch football can be difficult to execute, but these players can take it to one-touch passing, and living with that is not easy. Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Now it's Suso. Koscielny gets his foot in there. Towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Right through the middle. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, Aubameyang! Musacchio did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Milan have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's gone for it! Goal! Milan!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Milan break the deadlock.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Looks to clip it forward. Suso, great leap! Sticks it away! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter.
Lacazette has got himself a free kick. Arsenal with a perfect chance. Ozil! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Fine defending there. More than happy to take the muscular approach. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And it's Suso. Socrates positions himself well and cuts it out. And the weighted pass. The Lacazette. Looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. He'll have a dip! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Pumps it into the area. That's always going to be the keepers. Ozil. Ramsey. Aubameyang. Down by a lack of accuracy. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Aubameyang. Good clearance and very necessary. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Romagnoli gets into the right position to intercept. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, that had to be more accurate. Ozil tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Suso. Has a hit! Suso, and the follow-up. Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers.
Big chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
Plays it out to the flank. And the half-time whistle goes. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game.
The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The San Siro, for so long Milan's fortress, decorated top to bottom in the colours of the famous rossoneri. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's something you don't see every day. That'll be a throw. Torosidis goes looking. Greece are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Possession is one thing, but when you can move the ball as quickly as they can in tight areas, the game becomes beautiful.
Torosidis, forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Out wide to the right. Played out to the right. He's got options out wide. Musacchio gets rid without sophistication. Rodriguez gets it away. And it's Torosidis. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he heaves it forward. Aimed long and direct. Oh, flags up.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Hits one! In for the pieces! And he's cut it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Looking to shoot. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And that's been levered clear. Mitroglou. Dinks one in. Nice little flick. Bakayoko. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. It's Çalhanoğlu! And that's caused a worry or two.
Çalhanoğlu did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Still goalless at the moment. He's left his man. Samaris. Tries to stroke it through. Here comes another cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Torosidis clearly looking the key component.
Çalhanoğlu! Goal! Milan! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Milan break the deadlock.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Papadopoulos. Manolas. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0.
Done very well to intervene. And he's made certain that won't get through.
Torresidis. Milan are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Manolas.
This is very much a team that likes to play a stylish game that's centred around possession. A lot of their build-up play comprises of a series of short passes.
That intervention was very necessary.
And there's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. How would you review the first half?
Milan clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're off again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
He goes long. Shoots! Tessier. And it's Calabria. Well weighted. And the finish! Samaris. Mitroglou. Back into the middle. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Tessier. And now the breakaway.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Samaris. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Nicely measured pass. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Torresidis. Milan are still that goal to the good. Tries to dink it in. He'll have a dink!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Shoots!
Çalhanoğlu simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
And he just whacks it away. And he's straight offside.
Well, if the defensive pushing up is accompanied with the right pressing, offsides are going to be commonplace.
Samaris. Manolas. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Suso. Here's the cross. And he's got his range wrong there. Samaris. Forward it goes. And it's Mitroglou. Going through. And he's whipped it in low. And that has been clubbed away. Samaris. Defenders on the back foot. Suso plays a clever pass. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Torosidis. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Shots, can he score? Gets good distance on it. Danger averted for now. Rodriguez goes looking. Torosidis plays it forward, pushes it out wide.
Greece are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Played back in.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's gone for goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Lobs it in gently. He's got away. Has a hit! That's a lovely try, but not to be.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Timely intervention.
Milan probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Kessié.
Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's got it. He's gone for it. It's in. And that should do it. Within sight of the... And time is up. Milan did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was...
good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, the weather for it is forecast to be less than ideal. We are expecting intermittent spells of heavy rain, which just might impact on the quality of the football. I don't think it's going to be sufficient to prevent the football from being played, nor indeed has it deterred the many, many fans who are in here and already generating a terrific atmosphere ahead of the game, which kicks off any moment now. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Fiorentina will play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
Their ability to shift the ball about with a minimum of touches is a scary prospect for defences who often try to stop it with greater numbers.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Played out to the right. Suso hit into the middle. Well read, he sorted that out. And it's Suso. Got a shot away! Lacking in accuracy.
Suso certainly caught it well enough, but that was never really going to trouble the keeper.
He's got options out wide. Done very well to intervene. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance.
Fiorentina have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting. This is very much a team that likes to play a stylish game that's centred around possession. A lot of their build-up play comprises of a series of short passes.
It's come loose. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. He's found his man. Well positioned to make that interception. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have...
Can he put it away? Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were...
Up to meet it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Jesson. In towards the middle, hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Musacchio knocks it away. Suso displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Cut out in the nick of time. Now the counter. It's got through, dashing forward at pace. He's left his man, and he's there to cut it out. Suso. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Forward it goes. Fernandez. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Piazza. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Can he score? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Looks to dink one in. And there's the end of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. The action has already resumed here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Going through, and a shot!
They've been denied a chance to develop.
Has a swing at it! Fernandez. Chance to shoot! He's had a go! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Fiorentina take the lead, 1-0.
Oh, half-time is...
Hits one! They've done it! And the second half is off to a flyer! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking...
Heads it! Goal! Fiorentina! Into the lead once more. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Gets up to head it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Bakayoko. Kessié does well there, alert. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Good idea, just poorly executed. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu. And the finish! Really well taken goal.
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yes, the turn and finish is to be admired, but what about the sense of urgency and desire to move the ball with such pace on the break as soon as it was retrieved?
So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can ease...
Goes for goal! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Milan get
themselves into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming. Fiorentina are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
He's gone for it! Bakayoko.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Pinged one through here. Chance to shoot. It's a brilliant interception. It's gone a long way up and away.
Fiorentina are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Is it in? And that would have won it.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
And it's Bakayoko. Bakayoko plays it long. Çalhanoğlu! It's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs. Çalhanoğlu. He goes long. Played back in. And he's cut it out. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Milan winners after an absolutely outstanding game. Fabulous drama as they dragged it back from behind, made it happen and won. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan just seem to be one of those sides that thrives on adversity. The tougher it gets, the
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. We survey Milan's famous Curva Sud, one of the truly great shrines of the beautiful game. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It's a tricky one, but I think Mesut Ozil can have a big impact on this. His ball skills and controlled passing.
He's gone for it! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Goes for goal! A great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And it's hoisted clear.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Çalhanoğlu. Oh, good interception. The Lacazette. Aubameyang looks to dink one in. Ozil! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Mesut Ozil really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Shapes the shoots! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Mkhitaryan looking to run onto it. Looking to shoot! Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hector Bellerin, Romagnoli cuts it out. Aubameyang tries running with the ball at his feet. He's got away. Really well taken goal. Two to the good. They have breathing space. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Shoots! It's Aubameyang. Played back in. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Played out to the right. Mkhitaryan. Oh, nice touch. Time to deliver. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Tries to dink it in. The Lacazette. He's through. And the finish! And it's there! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Arsenal take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
It could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Arsenal seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
He's looked long this time.
Mkhitaryan. Aubameyang. That's a decent ball. Out to the left it goes. Çalhanoğlu looking to get on the end of this. Boots it to safety. Hector Bellerin. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. It's Aubameyang. Looking for space out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we hit half-time. As easy as 1-2-3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Lacazette. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And the counter is on. He's on his way. Plays a clever pass. Plays it out to the wing. That looks a good ball. And he just whacks it away. And that's been won straight back. And the shot! It's in!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So is this the start of a comeback? Hector Bellerin looks to dink one in. Gets good distance on it. It's a loose ball. And it's Lacazette. He's made sure that that won't get through.
That's a more memorable moment, which was on the cards because they started this second half with good focus and energy levels, and now they've got incentive to chase another.
Hector Bellerin. Now it's Aubameyang. Billiard plays it forward. He's through the middle. Hits one! Billiard. And out to safety. Hector Bellerin does well to read it and intercepts. That's a throw. Here it comes. Keeper has beaten it away. Kolasinac tries to get it forward quickly. Calabria. And it's Billiard.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people. And the header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Just brushed off the ball there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Aubameyang with a really impressive run, which nearly went the whole way.
Oh look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That's a promising ball. Driving on, he could shoot. Has a hit! Oh, taken with style! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a double substitution going on here. Arsenal blast themselves into a 3-goal towering header! And another time! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Bonaventura simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose.
It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Aimed long and direct, over to the left. He's in space and looking for options. Massive leap! Oh, outstanding save. Now it's Aubameyang. Welbeck, he's left his man. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Away from immediate danger. Looks to thread it through. He's had a go! Back of the net! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
4 in the game. He is the man. It's become a case of men against... Has a swing at it! Oh, almost a sixth! Ricardo Rodriguez. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Out towards the flank. Done very well to intervene. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan had no answer. Second best in every department, and correspondingly well beat. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. We survey Milan's famous Curva Sud, one of the truly great shrines of the beautiful game. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
It has to be the Chilean, Alexis Sanchez, one of the hardest grafting attacking players I've ever seen. He's strong and tenacious in working back, but he can rip through opposition defences with his pace and his juggling skills. He's a fantastic watch.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Yeah, it looks like he did make his move just a smidgen too early.
Çalhanoğlu plays it out to the wing. And it's hoisted clear. Has a swing at it! Could move up a gear here. Well positioned to make that interception.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
Has a pop! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Plays it back, goes for goal! That is wayward.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
And he's made certain that won't get through. Bailly positions himself well and cuts it out. It's got through. Martial! It's a great exchange.
Martial very sharply moved into position, a give and go without end product, unfortunately.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. De Gea gets it upfield. Aimed long and direct. Conti sends it forward with interest. Shaw does well there, alert. Forward it goes. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that's been levered clear. Sanchez displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Lukaku. Now it's Sanchez. Plays it through. Martial. He's got away. And he's cut it out. Conti can hoist it clear. And it's Bonaventura. Lobs it in gently. That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hit long and direct. That's a promising ball. Well played, he saw that coming. Now it's Lukaku. Tries lifting it over.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Suso has been caught offside. Pogba, chip through. Flags up.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
That's not going to make it. Bonaventura tries to stroke it through. Matic plays it forward. And he's there to cut it out. Romagnoli does well to read it and intercepts. Valencia tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Aimed long and direct. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Lukaku, looking to force his way through. He's gone for it! He's delivered all right! And right on half-time! And we've reached half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Milan need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced player
shapes the shoots. You can get that clear. And the through ball is intercepted. Played out to the right. He's pinged one through here. Now it's Suso. He's left his... Is it in? Oh, great save. Real class.
Suso simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Smalling knocks it away. He's had a shot! And that really should have hit the net.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Kessié. Bonaventura. Now it's Suso. Throw in. Up he gets! Valencia gets it away. Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best. This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Now it's Lukaku. Milan have it back and they can go again. Smalling goes looking. Oh, good interception. Bonaventura. Suso is desperately calling for it out wide. And a shot!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Pogba looks to dink one in. Good ball over the top. Alexis Sanchez. And the finish! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Out to the left it goes. And help's available out wide. And the keeper's in command. Dinks one in. Good clearance and very necessary. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Shaw goes upfield.
Looks to drop one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Suso is demanding it out wide. Going through. Suso. Oh, he's not going to get that. Forward it goes. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cleared without complication.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Lukaku with a delicate ball. Shoots! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yes, the turn and finish is to be admired, but what about the sense of urgency and desire to move the ball with such pace on the break as soon as it was retrieved?
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Milan opting to make a double change here.
So that's two now without reply.
That's put paid to a promising move.
Surely!
Sanchez wanders offside.
Alexis Sanchez really looks irritated that the ball didn't arrive sooner.
Pogba cuts it out.
Now it's Lukaku. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Hoists it high. Timely intervention. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Montolivo goes looking.
Out wide to the right. Lobs it in gently.
Milan look completely out of sorts when it comes to crucial moments, Peter. They've lost composure and that killer instinct.
Conti.
Smalling gets into the right position to intercept. And time is up. Milan have to...